Hello YouTube, MU's Religion here and I'm back again with the video. So I'm sorry I never did a predicted lineup for Manchester United versus Leicester City. I was a bit busy. But anyway, we drew 1-1 with Leicester City at King Power Stadium. It was a top of the table clash, and I think 1-1 draw was a fair result, to be honest. We didn't play exceptionally well. Leicester didn't play exceptionally well either, but I think a draw was a fair result for both teams. But that means that I think Manchester City are top of the table now on goal difference ahead of Leicester, and we are 1 point behind Leicester, but I think we're ahead of Arsenal. So the table as it stands right now is Man City, Leicester, Manchester United, Arsenal, I think. So anyways, let me go straight to the video now. So as you can see here, Gary Neville's thoughts on Manchester United, and he says Man United are 2 match winners from comfortably winning the title. And that's really interesting what Gary Neville is saying here. I've read it and I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm not disagreeing with it either. So let's get straight into it. So Gary Neville says Manchester United are 2 match winning players away from comfortably winning the Premier League. United are currently third, a point behind joint leaders Leicester City and Manchester City, having finished 4th in Louis van Gaal's first campaign and 7th the season before under David Moyes. Speaking on Gary Neville podcast following United's 1-1 draw against Leicester on Saturday night, Neville feels United did not fully commit to winning the match in the last 15 minutes and says Van Gaal's side need that match-winning, exciting player to bring them to peak level. He said if you put 2 more players into Manchester United's team, say a Gareth Bale or Cristiano Ronaldo into that team, the team could win the league because the structure that is being built at this moment in time is solid. But they need that match winner, that Neymar, that Luis Suarez, the one that is going to light up a game and score 1 or 2 goals to take it away, and then all of a sudden they will look like Barcelona because the dominating possession making teams look foolish. Even in the last 15 minutes they didn't fully commit to winning the game. Historically you would like to see punch after punch, you would want to see bodies being thrown forward, but you might get caught on the counter-attack and lose 2-1 that way. But that's not the way in which this Manchester United team play, and the heart wants them to go forward, commit plays and be reckless in some ways. I do think they're quite close when I think about it in my head, but my heart thinks I'd like to see them die trying a little bit more and go for it. But he's a year and a half in, Louis van Gaal, and he should get a lot more time to do what he wants to do. I was in the same opinion when David Moyes I was at Manchester United, and I'm in the same opinion now. Bastian Schweinsteiger equalised for United after Jamie Vardy opened the scoring at King Power Stadium in the top of the table clash. The draw means that they still have the best defensive record in the division, but Neville is torn between wanting more brave attacking play from his former side and being satisfied with results so far this season. I'm torn with Manchester United. The fan in me is listening to the noise. The head is saying there's a lot of very good things. If you can dominate every single game with 60 to 65% possession, if you can keep clean sheets and have the best defensive record in the league, Depay has a chance with 5 minutes to go and is very nearly the perfect away performance. When you don't win, people will say it's boring, it's not expansive enough, and that's why I'm a little torn in this moment of time. Where they are at this moment in time is a fantastic achievement. Results are important. The style of play might not be everyone's cup of tea. However, I do think they are 1 or 2 players away from being a team who could easily win the league. So, that's what I've just read. What Gary Neville's thoughts were on on Manchester United, and I've got to say, Gary Neville's amazing. He's an amazing pundit. His evaluation of teams, matches is very good. His knowledge of football, and I'm gonna say. Reading it again, I've got to say I do agree with him. I do believe that, in a way, we are dominating teams in terms of. I'm not saying we're dominating in terms of chances and that, but we are dominating in terms of possession, having the ball. Our defending is very good now. Smalling has just stepped up, to a whole 10 levels, and he's, Van Gaal's built a very defensive packed unit. That's what we are now, and that's good. Obviously, in a way that if you don't concede, you ain't gonna lose the match. And I don't think we've lost a match up until although we have been boring with 0-0. It's quite a few draws actually on the road. We drew against PSV Eindhoven. We drew against Leicester City. Now we did win against Watford, but that easily would have been a draw if Schweinsteiger never got the last minute winner. So we are a couple of players away from winning. We just need a few more players that can take the game by the neck and just say I'm gonna go all out and try to score. Someone like Robben, Bale, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Muller, anyone like that. But obviously, if you think about it realistically, Why would they want to come to Manchester United? They're at great clubs at the moment. The clubs are doing great. Bayern Munich's flying the league. Well, I don't get why Real Madrid, on the other hand, are not doing that good. So Ronaldo or Bale is a possibility. Not in January, but in the summer transfer window. But I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% convinced that any of the player would come to Manchester United. Hopefully, Ronaldo or Bale does come to Manchester United. We just need that one player, one or two players that will attack and score with the quality that they've got. But on the other hand, I'm thinking if they come, they're not going to replace Wayne Rooney. But does that mean they'll have to replace Mata and Lingard and Memphis? Because they are players with high talents as well. So I don't know what's going to happen with Manchester United. We have to wait and see where we finish in the season, where we are by January, and then we have to wait and see who we buy in the January transfer season. And don't forget, I will be covering all the latest Manchester United transfer news in January. So be tuned for that. But anyway, that's the video at the moment. So anyways, please like this video and subscribe if you have already, and I'll see you guys later.